Los Angeles, California is the scene for the Lakers. The terrific tandem of LeBron James and Anthony Davis are ready to roll. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Drummond in at the 5. And for the Clippers, we've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
It's stolen by Morris. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And the dunk by Zubac.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
And here is LeBron. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Here's Schroeder. It's stolen by Morris.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. Here's Drummond. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Oh, Drummond is such a skilled operator. I mean, close to the bucket. Tough to find ways to hold him in check inside.
Leonard on the wing, covered by LeBron. Zubac the pass to Morris. And Davis sends it back. Schroeder, right side. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
Leonard kicks to Jackson. James against Leonard. And here's George for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Poked away. Now the Clippers moving it up. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
And look how quick on the draw George is. The moment he's got the ball, he's in motion for the shot. Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Lakers trailed by 5. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I got a chance to chat a little bit with Frank Vogel. He and his assistants are trying to figure out ways to run Paul George off of the three-point line. Coach said even though George is a good passer, he's an elite shooter. He'd rather force him into making plays for others. This is the kind of problem that a superstar presents every night. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. The Lakers also making some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Clippers.
Rondo, bounce pass. On the wing, George takes a 3, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. George has got 11 points.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Schroeder with the ball. 5 points in the game. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from George. Clippers leading by 8. Inside. Batum against Harrell. They grab their own miss. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Kennard kicks to Rondo. It's stolen by Schroeder. And James gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. Rondo scanning the floor. Outside, Batum. Back to Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis sends it back.
Oh, the long reach. Davis outstanding at using his wingspan to erase shots.
Caruso, no good. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. 6-point lead. In the corner, George with it. To the inside. Makes it off the glass. 13 points in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Clippers with the ball. 8-point game. Here's Patterson. Kicks it to Rondo for the 3. Morris with the rebound. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Caruso. The rebound by Patterson. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 15-4 run. Kennard, the pass to Rondo. Back to Kennard. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Here's Horton Tucker. And again, the Lakers no good. Three-pointer. Shot's good by Kennard.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Oh, yeah, they certainly found something along the perimeter. Just an onslaught of 3-point bombs.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Clippers ahead. They finish off the first quarter with a huge surge. An 18-4 run. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
You know, this game it's a physical game, obviously, but a lot of it is mental. So just making sure you're thinking while you're out there is one of the big things for me. One of the things I've kind of learned since I've been in the league.
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got Marc Gasol. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Morris, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 2.
Well, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. And the Lakers also making a switch. Caldwell Pope checked in. And a miss there off the inbound. Clippers leading by 14.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
Jackson against Caldwell Pope.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And it's Leonard missing.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Here's Kuzma. And the Lakers with another miss. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Lakers trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the pass to Zubac. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the Lakers. The Lakers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And good luck trying to stop Drummond when he's taking it to the rim. He isn't messing around on the drive.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's Jackson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Horton Tucker. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Morris right side. For Davis. The Lakers with the rebound.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Schroeder dishes to Drummond. Back to Schroeder. There's the three. They get it back. LeBron kicks to Drummond. Back to LeBron. Four on the clock. Shoots over Leonard. Kicks it out to LeBron. Tips it up. And Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, he attacks the glass with a ferocity that you have to see to believe. Rebounding, that's his forte.
And that one's good, George. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to...
Wow, hammering it in!
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Pass to Davis. There's 1:54 left to play here in the half. Kicks it out to LeBron. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Oh, this is the confidence that James has. He knows he can take and make this shot when given the chance.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Patterson, he's checked in for Cousins. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. The Lakers also changing it up. Harrell comes in for Andre Drummond. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
We've got 1:28 left in the first half. LeBron against George. James. Excellent D there from George.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot hit his shots to drop.
Kennard, the pass to George. Here's Batum. And Davis pulls it down. Lakers trail by 20, pushing it up. LeBron, good. 6 points for LeBron.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Pass to Rondo. Patterson against Harrell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. George passes to Kennard. 5 on the clock. Outside Rondo. Lets it go with a 3. The shot comes out, and it's the Lakers the other way. High post, Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. Now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the 3. Facing up and letting him use his burst lets him maximize what he can do.
And he knocks down the first one.
One of my favorite bigs in the entire NBA. When Anthony Davis is on the floor, it's appointment viewing only.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Clippers leading by 16. To the paint. Here's Batum. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Davis. No one near James as he lets it go. And it's good off the back rim and in. LeBron's got 6 in the quarter.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide open man.
Pass to Patterson. Outside, George. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Schroeder. Off with the layup.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been active and effective. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the 5, patrolling the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And the rejection by LeBron.
Oh, you got to be cautious around James. He's always on the hunt to swat away shots. Defense in your rear view may be closer than they appear.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That's good from Schroeder. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Now Schroeder, 8 points for him. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Excellent D there from George. Jackson against Schroeder. Jackson kicks to Zubac. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
George against Schroeder. There's the pass to Drummond. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Showing some intensity there. I like how Davis attacks the offensive glass, comes up with second chance baskets.
Here's Jackson. Zubac, no good. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Down by 12. To the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Pass to Drummond. Schroeder, left side. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, man, fantastic awareness from the big man. Drummond has an impressive understanding for when his guys have clean lift.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
Here's James, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Cousins, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Marc Gasol.
It's very difficult for the D to cleanly contest Cousins, just a hulking presence who bullies his way into shooting fouls.
The Clippers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And last season, as a team. They knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
First free throw is good.
What makes Cousins successful, you have to be willing to challenge people night in and night out at both ends on the floor.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's James. 10 points for him. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. And the Clippers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Right side, Batum. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
To the inside, Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Patterson, he's checked in for Cousins, and it's Luke Kennard in for Leonard. Clippers leading by 16. Down low, and it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And stolen by Kuzma. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers trail by 16. Rondo with the steal.
You know, you hate to blame anybody, but those turnovers are a big reason why they're down. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane, and he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Passes it to Patterson. Upside, Batum. Kennard for three. Good on the three-point shot. Kennard's got his second bucket of the night.
The range on Kennard's shot just keeps getting better. He's a real threat at the arc.
James with it, guarded now by Patrick Patterson, and Harrell slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Patterson against Harrell. And Patterson kicks to Batum. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Well, that just speaks to the confidence Batum has in himself. He likes to catch and shoot, Jay, because it catches defenders off their guard.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope drills it from outside. Caldwell Pope's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Clippers leading by 14. Mann passes to Rondo. Here's Mann. Back to Rondo. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Kennard. No good on the shot. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Fast break, the Lakers. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far.
And Caldwell Pope just knows how to run correctly in transition. He runs wide outside those hashes. He sees lanes and angles so well out there.
From deep three-point range, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We come back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Andre Drummond is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Pass to George. Zubac's with it. Defended by Drummond. Zubac's no good.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And there's the pass to Kennard. 6 to shoot. Inside, it's stolen by Davis. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Jackson looking around. It's stolen by Schroeder. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. The teardrop falls in. Schroeder's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's the blueprint right there to getting back in the game. They've got to play racehorse basketball from here on out.
Lakers trail by 8. Davis, the pass to Kuzma. Over to the wing. Nobody near Schroeder. Here's Drummond, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Absolute beast in the paint. As soon as Drummond has prime positioning, you got to foul.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And the first one drops. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Leonard, he's checked in for Kennard. And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
The defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. 9-point game. Kuzma with it. Leonard picks him up. Pass to Schroeder. Launches it. Drummond trying to get himself free. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
On the wing, George. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Leonard. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Caldwell Pope outside. Outside, Davis. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Kuzma.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
The Lakers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Leonard on the wing. Back to Jackson. Pocket 6. Here's Morris. Zubac trying to break loose. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Leonard.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up.
And the Lakers call time here. Paul George really making a difference here.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Davis kicks to James. 9 feet out. Here's Drummond. Trying to get open as Davis. And that one's good. Drummond.
That's how you play point forward. LeBron is one of the best ever at it.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Oh, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Lakers trailed by 8, and that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. And here is James. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Love watching James show off his muscle. No one getting in his way. The D can't stop him.
James, no good on the free throw.
Oh, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
Jackson is doubled. Leonard against LeBron. Here's George. Jackson trying to break free. And that one's good. George has got 22.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Bobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Wow, Drummond leaving the floor so quickly. The chemistry he has with his teammates on these alley-oops is very impressive.
Leonard on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on LeBron James.
At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Lakers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. Stolen by George. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 10.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
How about 10, not 7? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Leonard against LeBron. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
When the brow gets up, get out of the way, unless you want to be on a post.
And the Clippers call time here. They're up by 8. 1:05 left to play in the final quarter. Down low and stolen by Drummond. Here's the break, moving it up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on George. Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They trail by 7. Leonard with the steal. Morris dishes to Leonard. Here's Jackson. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And you can see that Jackson has put a lot of work in on his mid-range J. Definitely a legitimate threat from there.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Paul George. Taking 2 shots.
Two.
Good on the first, and that will push the lead to double digits. And George drops them both.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
Pass to Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
Not a lot of ups needed right there for Gasol to get up and hammer the dunk to it.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. George passes to Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
Two.
He drops the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. Leonard hits them both. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi, you seem to pick it up offensively down the stretch. So what changed for you?
I just started to knock down shots, got my rhythm going, my teammates found me, and just kept going from there.
Well, it rode all the way to a win, and I know you like that, man, so appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.